Alright, so I'm back for episode 20. Next up is the Magic. Oh, I gotta turn on my controller. It's another away game, but for some reason we do better away than home. I usually have that problem. They got Drew Holiday, Jeremy Lamb, DeMar Carroll, Maxi Kleber, German player. Somebody injured? Zach Randolph is injured. Or he's just not getting playing time? Wow, they got West and Randolph, and this German guy is their power forward. And Clint Capella. He's probably their most dangerous player. Might have to play some pick and roll or some get shooters open. Alright, so let's put up a game plan. First game of the season against the Magic. I haven't played against Drew Holiday yet. Let's check this out. Clint Capella, smother, tight, baseline, behind. And we might try to do a dig here on the double team post. I don't think he has the best ball handling skills. Drew Holiday, tight, force him to the baseline as well. Let's go under on all of these. Let's have a look here, tag on roll, extend pressure. Yes. Jeremy Lamb, he's a good three-point shooter, force him to the middle. Double team post. Should be good. Zach Randolph. I don't think he's going to play, but smother moderate. Baseline. Behind. Don't know him too well. This guy's a good three-point shooter, but not the best. We'll do moderate tight. Force him to the middle. JJ Barea, tight, force him to the middle. That should be good. Troy Daniels, he's a pretty good three-point shooter as well. Force him to the middle. Got a lot of three-point shooters on this team. David West, tight, moderate, baseline. Kleber, don't know him. Tyler Ennis. Let's play him like this. No, like that. Ian Mahinmi. Moderate, baseline, behind. Ian Clark. Pretty good three-point shooter. Pretty good ball handling. Force him to the middle. Alright, so tight most, and the rest is still on auto. Now, let's check out their defensive ratings. Drew is a good defender. Lamb is not. Kleber is not. So, we're going to have to go with... Wait, who's the worst defender? CD? DC. Rebounding B minus. We'll go with Wade. And Markkanen and Lillard as a third. Don't want to do that. Get shooters open. Let's try that. Or pick and roll. More comfortable with pick and roll. Average tempo. Yeah, should be fine. Offensive rebounding. D+, C, B-, B-, A+. So, oops. Defensive rebounds, we're gonna crash. No, some crash, others run. Neutral defensive aggression. They got Holiday, Carroll, Capella. Protect the paint. Limit transition here. Let's have a quick look at the team comparison. Rebounding, blocks, and perimeter defense. Dang. Playmaking is so bad, even with a player like Drew. Check this out. We're doing okay. It's not a championship team that we got here. Alright, let's play the game. Oh, what's this? Gotta plug in my headphones so I can hear it. State your name and organization. We'll proceed like that. My office. Are we meeting the new owner now, or? Okay. Let's check this out. Well, we needed to do that before this back-to-back. I mean, I like keeping them fresh or rested at least. So now we have a game, and then we have a rest day, a training, and we might have 2 trainings here. Either before the next game against the Raptors or right after the Magic game. Alright, let's go. 5th, 6th, 6th. They got... Wow, we should be able to beat this team. What's their record, actually? 8-for-8. And we are at 8-9. Let's check the standings real quick before we go. Last in our division. And we went down to 10th in the conference. But I'm confident moving forward. Just got our 2nd win against the Heat this season, and should be doing fine.
The 2K Sports pregame show. Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight's game held at Amway Center. It's the Orlando Magic going up against the Indiana Pacers. For Indiana, at 10th in the East, they haven't made significant headway from where they ended last season. Boy, how they'd love to pull themselves up that conference ladder a few spots. And the Indiana Pacers, a team that a few years back played in 2 straight conference finals, had the best record in the East in 2014, but a lot of changes have been made since then. Guys, were you surprised by that?
Yeah, I was surprised. They're very proactive in moving around guys, but I was surprised. They have a smaller team. They're trying to play the small ball of the East, but it hasn't been measured into wins yet. However, it's still coming, Shaq. It's still coming.
It might have been time for a change. Some players are falling off a little bit. They've been unable to capture the same success, though. But we'll see.
Kevin Harlan, please take it away.
Got to get back in the playoff picture. We need probably 2 more wins.
At the small forward position, standing 6'8", number 9, DeMar Carroll. At the shooting guard position, standing 6'5", number 3, Jeremy Lamb. At 6'9", number 50, Zach Randolph. The other guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 11, Drew Holiday. The big man, 6 feet 10 inches, number 50.
Clint Capella, man.
Your home team head coach is Frank Vogel. Once again, go Orlando Magic.
On the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Indiana Pacers are ready to go. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. And many happy returns to Zach Randolph, now healthy, in the lineup, and ready to roll.
Yeah, they have been waiting for this moment, Kevin. They had a really difficult stretch there while he was out, and I'm sure they're breathing a big sigh of relief.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Damian Lillard out there with Dwayne Wade. Then there's Markkanen. Then there's Udoh, and it's Barnes, and at the small forward. Orlando on D. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
I mean, frustrating when missed free throws become contagious. Really the Achilles heel in that one.
Well, if you're going to win, you've got to shoot a good percentage from the stripe, and for them, they have no one to blame but themselves.
Swing gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. There is no shortage of athleticism in this one tonight, Clark. Both these teams just incredibly athletic on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there, partner. I mean, they cover so much ground, and they cover it quickly because of the length and speed they have as teams. I mean, excellent length on both sides of the ball in this one, and they play to their strengths, and that's length and athleticism. And anytime you think about the Pacers, really hard to forget their recent dominance in the East now. I mean, in 2013, they were 1 win away from the NBA Finals. In 14, they earned the #1 seed in the East, and then it kind of snowballed south since then.
And for the Pacers, 2 consecutive trips to the Eastern Conference Finals. They seem poised for a long run. Clark, what happened?
Well, they changed direction. They had 3 all-star caliber players in Lance Stephenson, Roy Hibbert, and Paul George, and David West was an anchor of that team as well. Stevenson left the league seemed to figure out Hibbert, and PG broke his leg, and just like that, their fortunes changed. And I think, too, the way the league was changing in terms of style of play impacted the decision, too.
Now, here's Wade after Clint Capella's miss. Wade gets the bucket.
And you got to like the touch there from Wade inside. A polished interior scorer who knows how to get to his sweet spot.
Now, here's Carroll. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Here's Capella. Trains it from 9 feet away.
Sheer power there from Capella. Not an easy guy to contain when he's going up with the shot.
They set the screen. Nobody near Barnes. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Frank Vogel. And Dave, what do you have to say?
Thanks, Kevin. He said, look, all they talked about
That's a three for Drew.
was defense. Going up against one of the best offensive teams in the league, he said, it's a challenge that we embrace. Nobody can do it by themselves. It's got to be a collective effort. No hero ball on offense either. Guys, we'll see if they can put the brakes on them. It's never.
And one.
Back to you.
Thanks as always, David. Well, they know what their toughest job is going to be today.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always hard to go up against a team that can light it up like this. You can't let them hit the ground running.
Exactly. I mean, they've got to be the ones dictating the tempo and the pace. Keep the high-octane offense on the other side in check.
And you look at all the accomplishments, all the great moments from Wade's career. No doubt he is going to the Hall as soon as he's eligible. One of the greatest two guards to ever play.
Now here is Holiday. 9 points last game. Capella with the bucket.
You know, Capella's really hard to deal with inside, especially.
That was a real Drew Holiday move right there.
Size to get that shot off.
Here's Lillard coming off a solid outing against Miami. Kicks to Markkanen. Wade on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Rejected by Randolph. Holiday against Lillard. Lets it go from 14. That one off the back iron and out. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. To the inside. And Markkanen throws it down.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here is Holiday. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Randolph can't hit. Indiana leading. Lillard outside. Wade on the wing. Rebounded by Capella.
The defense did not do a good job guarding that one, Kevin. Don't know how he missed that layup.
Markkanen on the double team. Stolen by Wade. And now here's Markkanen.
Come on, Lowry. Whoa.
Capella sends it back.
What the heck was that?
Capella has improved as a shot blocker. Timing, awareness, recognition. He's really good at erasing shot attempts.
Now here's Lillard. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. Markkanen. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Magic have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. To the paint. Here's Lamb. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Lamb's got his first basket of the night.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
There's a screen. And Lillard kicks to Markkanen. Back to Lillard. Good for the baskets.
Got interrupted there. Somebody rang the bell. A package for my neighbor. I don't really know where the ball is right now.
1 for 1 with that shot.
All right, we just
And
scored.
for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now here's Carroll. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the Magic just went through, Clark, the worst 5-year stretch in franchise history.
Yep, and how about the second worst winning percentage in the league? That's where they've been the last half decade, and some failed trades, misses on some draft picks. They've got a really good young coach, though, I think, in Frank Vogel. Had some tough luck in the lottery along the way. At some point, you have to start creating and crafting your own luck, and I think they will. I really do. Frank has proven himself as a good coach. I think it's just a matter of time before the Magic start trending north.
And a big front office change for the Pacers over the summer. Cause for concern?
No, I don't think so, Kevin. Very experienced hands are taking over, and I think it'll be a relatively smooth transition for the Pacers.
Now, here's Wade. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Heat in Miami. And a wide-open look for Lamb. Nailed from three-point
Where
line.
the heck was Wade, man?
Lamb's got 7 points.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Lillard dishes to Wade. Kicks it out to Lillard. The layup off target. Magic leading by 3. Here's Lamb. Markkanen pulls it in.
Now that's superb defense in low. I mean, they played it well. It's not easy trying to alter these shots without fouling the shooter, and that's a good job of doing both.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Screen by Capella. Carroll passes to Holiday. Capella with a screen on Lillard. And Holiday kicks to Capella. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. Inside. And Capella sends it back. Lillard against Holiday. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. J.J. Barea is checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And the Pacers also making a change. Addison's checked in. Here are the Magic now. Left side, Randolph. Pass to Capella. And the layup's good off the glass. 8 points for him.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
Wade kicks to Lillard. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Clark, when you look around the league today, is there a player that you watch and think, hey, yeah, that reminds me of how I used to play?
There are a number of guys that come to mind a little bit. Tobias Harris is an outstanding player, terrific young player and young man. Has a game similar to mine in that he's really versatile, does a lot of things well.
Almost
Not
missed that, I
super
thought.
flashy, but very productive. He comes to mind right off the top of my head currently.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Mahinmi's checked in for Clint Capella. Hernangomez comes in for Zach Randolph. And O'Neal subbed in for DeMarre Carroll. The Pacers also changing it up. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Udoh. Turner comes in for Barnes. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Dwayne Wade. Now here is Holiday. Barea kicks to O'Neal. The dish now to Mahinmi. 6 on the shot clock. They get the rebound. And the whistle blows, so a chance here. 3-point play.
And already they take out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Lillard. Now here's Shumpert. Beverly sets the screen for Turner. Inside, poked away. Holiday against Shumpert. Holiday attacking. Here's Hernangomez. Count that bucket. Hernangomez has got 5 now.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Beverly. 9 points last game out. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Tremendous focus from the little man, Patrick Beverly, there.
Magic leading by 5. Here is Barea. 14 points from him the last game against Utah. O'Neal with it. There's the pass to Hernan Gomez. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Patterson. And 2 fouls coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Patrick Patterson.
The worst bench in the league by net rating resided in Orlando with the Magic. It's hard enough to win without star talent, but if you're also thin on the bench, no chance.
He's off on the first. And you look at the roster for Orlando, where do they go next, Clark? What's their biggest need?
Well, I mean, they've got a number of needs, but an elite scorer would certainly raise the level of this team, the ability to create something out of nothing. In other words, players that can make plays for themselves or others. Those are the kinds of guys that, heck, everybody wants those kind of guys, Kevin, but the Magic certainly need players of that ilk.
Now, here's Barea. Iman Shumpert unable to get his last shot to go. Hernan Gomez. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. He's got 7.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Shumpert. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Magic.
And when you look at that chart, concentrate for a second on what they're not doing. They're not getting a lot of threes from the corners. That's something that has to change. Makes it much easier to defend the team when you know they can't score from the corner.
First one falls for him. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
And since Dwight Howard back in 2012, the rebuild effort just has languished here in Orlando, unable really to draft any superstar talent. And last season, trades for veteran talent didn't really move the needle either. They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
It's blocked. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
Gonna call a timeout.
Here's Holiday. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose?
What are you doing?
I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. And Greg, when you look at the Magic, do you see a plan or a roadmap here?
Well, you look at that trade for Serge Ibaka going into last season, and that was probably a sign that ownership was growing impatient. They wanted to cash in their chips and really go for it. And now they might need a rebuild from that rebuild.
You're right.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflating.
And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Magic in third.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
No good on the free throw.
And the Pacers have made the playoffs back-to-back seasons and have only missed the playoffs once in the last 7 seasons, including a couple of trips to the Eastern Conference Finals. Nevertheless, there's a growing concern in Indy that the team has stagnated a bit and needs to move forward at a greater pace than what they had.
Now here's Barea looking for his first basket still in this one. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Beverly dishes to Turner. Here's Here's Mickey. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
And for the Pacers, 2 consecutive seasons making the playoffs as the 7th seed. Both times Clark knocked out in the first round.
Yeah, and you know, last season got swept by the Cavs. In Game 3, gave up the largest second-half comeback in NBA history. A game the Pacers should have won, and certainly not the way they hoped to finish.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Holiday. Putting up about 18 points per, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. And you know, pretty terrific numbers across the board.
Yeah, so many books in his library. He lights up the scoreboard on a nightly basis.
The Magic making a switch here. Lamb's checked in. Now here's Lamb. Really struggled in their loss against Utah. And here is O'Neal. Pass to Hernangomez. Comes up empty down low.
Now that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Now here's Lamb. He's got 7. Mahimi and Mahimi with the stuff.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Bam!
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Lamb, good.
Off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? You like their effort level here in the early going. I mean, they're really making things happen for themselves.
Now, here's Beverly. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. No good on the triple.
He's still fighting, and sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. He's trying to get in the rhythm, but right now, he's playing hard, but he's hurting his team.
Passes it to Hernangomez. And there the Magic with another bucket.
And that's how you move the basketball. Awesome passing leading to the bucket.
Beverly for 3 and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Orlando Magic in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
All right, change some defensive settings. Check out the box score real quick. Hernangomez, Lamb. Points responsible for? Lamb, Hernangomez, and Holiday. All right, let's check this out. Let's smother him there. And Lamb, we'll do tight. Force him to the middle. That should be fine. Capella. Let's do deny and smother. Then Hernangomez.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And when you consider how the Pacers trail by 9. O'Neal is out there with Hernangomez. There's Jeremy Lamb, and there's J.J. Barea, and it's Mahimi in at the 5. Home in the paint. That's the group start the second quarter for the Magic. Thomas inside, guarded by Barea, and the basket by Thomas. Thomas got the first points.
Nice.
Up
Thomas and Mickey are doing pretty well
for the Pacers. From the sideline, let's catch
for
up
the
with
minutes
Hall
that
of
they
Famer
get.
David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Orlando Magic do have a stacked front court. They've got plenty of size. Head coach Frank Vogel said, in today's small ball NBA, we think we can beat the heck out of teams in the paint. But shooting has been a hindrance. He conceded he might have to win some
All
games.
right, Neal got a couple
65.
points.
Kevin?
Going against the grain, D.A. Thank you. O'Neal is screen on Beverly. Correa, the pass to Mahinmi, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. There are
Really? Thomas is fouled?
talents in the league right now.
That looked like a clear foul from
Clark,
us.
the young big men in the league. Who stands out to you?
I like a lot of these young big guys because they're mobile. They can score the ball.
He should
they
miss one, I
rebound it.
think.
Cat Karl Anthony Towns is really, when you talk about a guy doing the 2010 thing this early in his career, that's special. Miles Turner, I think, has a chance to be really special with his shooting stroke and his shot blocking ability. And then Porzingis has a lot of Dirk Nowitzki qualities to him.
And it's Orlando with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the
Put your
stat
hands
sheet
up, Hawes.
that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
From deep, Thomas. Second chance shot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Magic.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block
All right,
shots.
Capella is
Something else
back.
they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Capella with a screen on Lillard. Lillard against Correa. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
And looking at the numbers.
All right, Neil.
The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. 7th in scoring, 8th in assists. And how about his top 10 ranking and free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. There's the 3. Sinks the triple. He's got 9 points.
Yeah, Lillard always looking to shoot from the outside. The D cannot give him daylight.
To the inside. It's stolen by Udoh. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Offensive rebound. Barnes kicks to Lillard. Off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball.
Ooh, got lucky on the kickball.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Tries again. It's rebounded by Randolph. Orlando leading. Here's the 3. Another miss by Orlando. Lillard against Correa. Lillard outside. Six to shoot. Here's Udoh, and Udoh with the stuff.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Nice back and forth this
Bam!
And this could
Zach.
continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Lillard against Correa. Lillard outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Clint Capella.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
And for the Magic, it's really been a musical chairs with their coaches. A lot of churning on the roster, but the pieces still have yet to gel. And honestly, it's been a mess.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Thomas. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Gary Neal. No good from Lamb.
Has to be disappointing seeing him miss that one, Kevin. I mean, the defense wasn't bad, but still, I think he needs to convert from there.
And if you're running the Magic, Greg, what's the roadmap to contention?
Well, first and foremost, it's always going to have to start through the draft. I mean, you've got to be able to get core pieces there. And then you want to continue to add perimeter shooting and focus on developing your young talent based on the way the game is played today. He might not elevate like some of the other guys on the court, but as we've learned, Randolph knows how to get the ball in the basket.
Barnes outside. Patterson the screen. And that one's good. Barnes.
Nice.
You can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
No good from Lamb.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
Patterson the screen. They set the screen. Kicks it out to Lillard. Shoots over Barea. And Damian Lillard with the bucket. On the assist by Wade. And it's 13 points for Damian Lillard. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Screen by Capella. Here's Lamb. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Lamb's got 11 points.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Barea against Lillard. Fires the three. Patterson can't get it to go.
Where you'll see him.
Patterson, get back.
An open look.
And Barea has it in the corner. Looks for Randolph. Gets it to him. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
They call it old school.
Barnes a power
That's what
forward?
it is when you watch Zach Randolph play the game of basketball. He's got such great skill and touch around the basket.
Who's coming in?
Call it
Marking
the
it.
old man game, and I tell you what, he gets
Patterson
it done
is our center now.
every night.
Drew Holiday. He's checked in for the Magic. And a change for the Pacers. Markkanen's checked in. You know, as you've said, Greg, all the time, Zach Randolph can roll out of bed and get you 20.
I mean, he's just a natural scorer. He can post up, he can face up, and he just stays with it. An excellent offensive rebounder. This guy just has that nuance to his game that's made him so effective.
Randolph sets a screen for Barea. The three. Orlando with a fresh 24. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact.
3 fouls on Patterson.
Oh, I tell you what, it's really
He's gonna have to
impressive
come
how
out now.
Capella has improved his role so quickly, Kevin. I mean, he's a starting caliber center known for his defense, but continues to make strides on offense, too.
That one is no good. Well, Swiss center Clint Capella is up there as one of the most efficient players in the league. He's only 22, but he's efficient mostly because all his shots come right at the basket, right on the doorstep. Last season, he finished near the top of the league, in fact, in field goal percentage.
And for a while, he was leading the league, if I recall correctly, Kevin. Capella knows who he is, what he's about, and what his team needs from him. So he finishes off his chances that are created by guards penetrating. Not flashy, but very effective.
Screen by Capella. Holiday dishes to Randolph. That one misses. So the Pacers will take it the other way. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
And while they swept the season series against them last year, making it pretty clear how much separation exists between the two teams.
Yeah, Greg, I mean, one is a playoff team. The other, question mark, ... not so much. But things change, and you're only as good as your last win, so we'll see how they handle things tonight.
And Holiday has it in the corner. Puts up a three. And no good. Excellent D from Wade. Shot from 16. Up again. And it's Lillard on the follow.
Oh!
And now
Damian Lillard.
Indiana lead.
Kevin, he's been
With the
flat out
putback.
phenomenal, superb, scintillating this quarter. He's carving them up, knocking down everything.
Outside Holiday. He kicks it to Capella. Kicked by Randolph. Here's Carroll. Got a piece of it.
And that's evidence that Markkanen is working on his defense, and it's critical that he does so. And blocks like this show he's making good strides.
And we're up by 10.
The hustle stats for the Pacers.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Defending much better now.
Been really active on the defensive end in terms of applying pressure and coming away with steals.
Orlando making some changes. Mahinmi's checked in for Clint Capella. Hernangomez comes in for Zach Randolph. And O'Neal subbed in for Damari Carroll. Indiana also making some changes. Turner's checked in for Barnes. Iman Shumpert has come in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Lillard. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Moving it up. That one falls.
Oh!
7 points for Lauri Markkanen.
That was some old school play. A little faster, but
intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Barea kicks to Hernangomez. Shot to end this cold run. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Shumpert in the corner. The 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
oh, air ball for
The
Shumpert.
next in Minneapolis. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. O'Neal is screen on Turner. Barea against Turner. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get the time to go with all the contact.
Unnecessary foul.
Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Pacers.
Nice.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
And both free throws.
He's not missing
good
his free
for
throws.
Barea. And J.J. Barea grew up a big fan of Allen Iverson. He's not the answer, Clark, but Barea certainly in that mold as a player 6 feet.
1 point for Shumpert.
Break down the defense.
I think he took 3 shots in
An
total.
aggressiveness and an edge that's similar to what Iverson brought. Iverson was the number 1 overall pick. Barea, Kevin, undrafted.
All right.
Certainly he's
2
exceeded
points.
expectations. He's got a great change of pace in his play, and he was really instrumental in Dallas's 2011 title run.
100% release.
Going up, Clark, you were Mr. Basketball USA, a national ranking. Be truthful. How dominant were you in high school in Cleveland, Ohio?
I was a really good high school player, considered one of the top 2 or 3 in the country in 1979, which was actually perhaps the best high school class ever. Documented by many who follow the game. Isaiah
I wanted to pass it to
Thomas,
Patterson,
Bowie,
but
James Worthy,
he's our
Ralph
center,
Sampson,
not our power forward.
Dale Ellis, Terry Cummings, Dominique Wilkins. I could go on and on. A terrific class. I was considered at the top of that class as a high school. Boy, that's a really nice feed by J.J. Barea.
And Turner kicks to Shumpert. Barea against Beverly. To the paint. Here's Turner. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Pacers lead by 9.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Barea, no good.
And
Ooh, nice board.
The boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Mahinmi with the screen for Holiday. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Magic moving the ball around. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage.
Another good board.
And just not able to
Markkanen.
find the target from 3-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down 1 in the first.
And Beverly gets to Turner. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Outside Holiday. Lays it up off the glass.
Oh.
Holiday's got 6.
Should have gone for the block.
Continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
It'll count. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we've reached halftime in this.
Well, up by 7 at halftime.
Up 7. And chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by court.
It's not bad at all.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, you had control of this game. How did it get away?
Well, we started the game exhibiting championship-level passing, which is what we're preaching. We got a lot of good looks, got an early lead. We didn't pay attention to their strength. That's how they got back in the game.
We'll see if you can get back on top of things. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break.
How tall is David Aldridge?
For the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody.
Sometimes he says he was a Hall of Famer, so he did play.
Man is Shaquille
Probably a
O'Neal.
point guard or shooting guard.
This hill of a man is Kenny the Jet Smith. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 18 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. The first 2 quarters tonight looked a lot like what we saw from him in his last game. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Pacers?
Well, Damian Lillard took control in the first half, Ernie. He's a new school point guard. He spaces the floor and scores.
Where's our highlights?
His leadership and playmaking also much needed for this team.
There we go.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Orlando?
Percentage-wise, they were in the low 30s. That's right, low 30s from beyond the arc. That won't get it done. Every team in the league now relies on some level of consistent production from the three-point line. But if you dug yourself a hole and you aren't a three-point shooting team, that needs to change.
And that will conclude our halftime presentation. We take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
All right. See some ads for 2K19. Gonna check out on Google after this game when it comes out.
And the third quarter about ready to get
Because I'm gonna want to start uploading some videos before that time. Or else people are gonna be like, wow, I'm not gonna watch 2K18.
It's only been 2 quarters, just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
All right, yeah.
Leading by 7.
So I am a targeted individual of organized gang stuff. For people who know what I'm talking about, you'll know. And downstairs, I just took a picture of a book that was about some woman that infiltrated in radical Muslim groups to catch terrorists, potential terrorists. And
it's rebounded by Udo.
The time was just 11:43. If you put that into letters, it looks like it says Islam. And one of the gang stalkers just was outside revving his engine.
Greg, and I think it complements the starters when you can have
getting on my nerves.
coming off the bench.
All right, so besides that, let's stick to the game. And yeah, we're playing a pretty good game so far. Lillard is playing good defense. Let's see if I can show that here.
And the rejection by Udo.
Good help from Udo there.
Lillard outside. And he drops in the whip off the glass. Lillard's got 20.
And, you know, Damian Lillard has such a quick release. Excellent at getting his shot up.
Man, I love playing with Lillard, man.
Inside.
Screen by Capella. To the wing on the left. Holiday against Lillard. Screen by Capella. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Markkanen. Here's Lillard over Holiday, and a foul.
Great play.
Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Doing better on the rebounds. First quarter was a little shaky.
And one of the most dangerous shooters in the league, Damian Lillard, only needs a sliver of daylight, Greg, to get that baby off.
Yeah, I mean, he'll brush off the comparisons to Steph Curry, but he presents some of the same problems for the defense. Deep range, a quick release, and just one of the nastiest step-back jumpers in the game.
Free throw good, Damian Lillard.
I want him to finish in the top 3 of free throw percentage.
on that one, so he goes
Okay.
with the line.
Okay.
And the Pacers with the longest standing ownership in the NBA.
Great.
And that's a lot to be proud of for Pacers fans. I mean, Indiana, a state that loves basketball. The Pacers haven't won fewer than 32 games since 1989, so they're always in the fold in terms of being competitive.
He dishes it to Markkanen. Barnes outside. From deep. It's hauled in by the Magic. Capella's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And
what happened?
It looks like
Capella?
the illegal pick was set.
Nice.
Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Those are facts, man. I mean, if he's sliding his feet just a skosh, the refs are going to whistle him for it.
And Lillard kicks to Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
You know, when Markkanen's in this deep, he should be dunking it every time. I like to see him use his size like that.
The Magic trail by 14. Now a timeout.
If we can keep Markkanen on the squad for a few seasons, we're going to have him ending up looking like Anthony Davis. Maybe not defensively, but...
As a head coach in both Seattle and Portland, but there was some slippage defensively with the Pacers, and now it's about
like a dunking
the right
Nowitzki.
balance between offensive prowess and defensive improvement.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Lillard against Holiday. Capella, the pass to Kira. Clock at 6. Now the feed to Randolph. Over Markkanen. That's in. And the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 12 points.
Definitely not
from
defensively.
Zach Randolph. And the Pacers, Clark looking to up the pace. In some ways, that made McMillan a surprising choice. His teams in Portland, for instance, some of the slowest in the league.
Well, their pace actually went down some, Kevin. McMillan is accustomed to going small with shooting big men, and that certainly fits.
That's it.
That one. Holiday's got 8
Nice
points.
move from
That's
Drew.
a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Time call here, Indiana.
That's 4 points for them, 0 for us in a couple plays. Want to keep that 10-point lead.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for Indiana.
Let's see where the Pacers are, Kevin, in terms of the NBA rankings right now.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest
Nice.
in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you.
And Lillard kicks to Wade. Dishes at the Udo. That falls.
Nice,
rebound
Wade.
Time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 3 assists tonight.
He's not scoring as many points as he was in the beginning of the season, but
on the wing.
some nice assists sometimes.
Randolph with the ball. He's against Hawes. And that one. Randolph's got 4 this quarter.
Zach Randolph,
Excellent thus far.
one of my favorite players ever in the
Hasn't been
NBA.
enough to get them the lead.
Wade kicks to Barnes. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And the Pacers lead by 12.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Orlando moving the ball around. Now here's Lamb.
What is Hawes doing in power forward?
Here's Randolph. Goes back up. And that one clearly.
No wonder Zach Randolph is getting the ball.
And a moment here to look at where the shots have been coming from for Indiana.
And it's
You mean for
been a
Lillard?
tremendous night.
60% so far. That's nice.
He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
And the first one at the line is good.
Randolph was an Indiana State champion coming out of high school, so you know the pressure
Patterson
of the
got
NBA
Zebo.
doesn't bother him. There's nothing more intense than that when you talk about that Indiana high school tournament.
Patterson, he's checked in for Indiana.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Barnes outside. And it's Barnes.
Bam!
Down.
That was not a foul?
Barnes is athletic. He's
Didn't you
strong,
hear that
but he
content?
also has good bounce, so he gets up fast to ram it home.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 8. Randolph
Come on, Patterson.
Takes the 13-footer. Another miss by Orlando.
There we go. Now we can extend this lead.
12. Now Lillard. 21 points in the game. He feeds it to Udo. Barnes outside. Drills it from outside.
Ooh.
Barnes has got 13 points.
What a
Barnes,
play.
one of the best catch-and-shoot guys around. Awesome at filling out the defense.
And they need another
what's
timeout.
available.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
I think that's a critical timeout too, Kevin. I mean, they need to find a way to slow him down, shut him down, because he's tearing them apart right now.
And here's a look at some numbers for Carroll. How his last 10 games have gone. He's putting up 13 points a game, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Nice
Here's
game.
Holiday. He's got
Good
8.
defense.
Back to Capella. Udo comes in with the double team.
Ah!
And stolen by Lillard.
Woo!
And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Orlando grabs the miss. Capella's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Lillard against Holiday. From the line, buries the jump shot. 10 points for him.
Great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, he knew he had him beat, Greg. I mean, that was clear. Took advantage of the space he had and then calmly and quietly drained it from the mid-range. That's good basketball.
6 to shoot. It's stolen by Capella. And Capella
Dang.
sends it back. And up the court come the Magic on the break. No good from Lamb.
Good defense again from Dame.
If they're going to get out of this.
Now he's improving defensively.
He is just
Sure.
not there offensively.
And Patterson kicks to Lillard. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Holiday is running. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Udo. Some solid defense from Randolph. The Magic trail by 13. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Carroll against Barnes. Shot clock at 6. A second chance effort. And Capella with the layup. Capella's got 10 points in the game.
Love how Capella stays alert on the offensive board, creating second chance opportunities thanks to that activity.
And Lillard kicks to Wade. Up and in on the layup. And the Pacers lead by 13.
And how about Wade going hard to the cup there, using his strength and athleticism to get past the defense.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Mahinmi's checked in for Capella. Hernangomez comes in for Zach Randolph. O'Neal's checked in for DeMarre Carroll. And Barea subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. Turner's checked in for the Pacers. Gary Neal comes in for Dwayne Wade. Barea dishes to O'Neal. Mahinmi with it. Udoh picks him up. And the shot falls short this time.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely the shot. That defense was totally lost. Don't know how you let a shooter get off.
3-point percentage is getting much better than in the beginning.
Come on, you got to pay attention.
O'Neal is screen on Lillard. Here's Barea. It's tipped. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. That one good for 2. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter. And
almost up by 20.
At the hustle stats for the Pacers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
Barea, the pass to Mahinmi. Over Udoh. The Magic again can't hit.
Tell you, that is not what they want. A contested jump shot, defense right on him. You need to get a better shot than that.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Turner comes with the double team. O'Neal against Turner. O'Neal kicks to Mahinmi. Back to O'Neal. That one. O'Neal's got 5 points so far.
That was some magic.
The percentage is pretty high from that range.
It's stolen by Mahinmi. Lillard against Barea. Shoots over Lillard. And yep, couple passes and it falls. Indiana leading by 14. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Now we have a moment to see the best rebounding teams in the league. 5th on the list, the Magic.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
There's 1:38 left in the third. He feeds it to Udoh. Kicks it to Neal. The 3. Good. Great play.
Yes!
To set it up.
And we hit a 3 with Neal. That feels good.
In the game. Holiday with it. 10 points for him. Pass to Barea. Another miss by Barea.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's Holiday. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Outside Turner. Udoh with the ball. Mahinmi on him. A shot by Udoh, no good.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Shots good by Hernangomez.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And the rejection by Mahinmi. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him. They get a hand on it. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Here's Markkanen. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Markkanen's got 11 points.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson there.
All right.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Pacers lead by 15. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center.
Ooh. Mickey can jump. I think it's with his head above the basket there.
Vogel's huddle.
Look, they can't guard great passing. They're passing the ball great to start. We got to do that for 4 quarters.
Legion ball movement. Frank Vogel likes what he's seeing so far.
Yeah, and I'd say moving the ball with a purpose, working the offense, trying to find good shots.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Hernangomez out there with O'Neal. Then there's J.J. Barea. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. To the left wing. Markkanen kicks to Beverly. 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing. From outside the arc. And the Pacers on 3.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Barea dishes to O'Neal. Back to Barea. Over Beverly. No good off the back of the rim. Pacers
I like that 3.
18. On the wing, Shumpert. Guarded by O'Neal. Now the dish to Hawes. Here's Markkanen. And Shumpert kicks to Beverly. Now here's Markkanen. Hernangomez covering. Tries yet again. And Markkanen lays it up and in.
Boy, he's dangerous right now.
Kind of a crazy animation,
every
but
shot
all right.
he puts up.
And we're up by 20 points.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Outside Holiday. Back to Barea. From deep. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
17.
Holiday's got 4 assists now tonight.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
Beverly for 3. Buries the long jumper. And the Pacers win by 20.
Yeah, love seeing
making some nice 3-point plays.
I mean, all he needs is a sliver of daylight.
Here's O'Neal. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
All right, so they're shooting 3s. We're going to put it on no 3s on defensive
It's a lot of fun when that
tactics.
happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Physical. All right, and here limit transition, patient.
For the Magic.
Share the
Zach
ball.
Randolph's checked in for Mahinmi. Tamari Carroll comes in for O'Neal, and it's Lamb in there for Drew Holiday. Indiana also making some changes. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Gary Neal. Barea against Shumpert. And here's Markkanen. Here's Barnes. Hernangomez grabs the miss. The Magic trail by 17. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And that one, good. And that's 13 points for Lamb. Indiana's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. On the wing, Barnes. The pass to Markkanen. Shumpert in the corner. Indiana moving the ball around. Now here's Lamb. Pass to Barea. He kicks it to Lamb. They set the screen. Back to Barea from past the arc. Here's Gomez, and he got the whistle. So
Man, he keeps getting offensive boards and ones. I think it's the third time.
He refused to give up on the glass.
He doesn't miss his three points
rewarded
either.
because of his hustle.
Free throws.
Indiana leading by 12. Here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
I could hear the contact there, man. Is that not a foul?
On that dunk.
A nice
2
way to
times.
pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Gomez passes to Lamb. That shot off the mark. Good D by Wade. The Pacers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Markkanen kicks to Wade. Passes it to Hawes. Over Gomez. Hawes. Well, Orlando's shooting well. They're at 45%. Now Barea. Carroll dishes to Randolph. To the wing on the left. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Feeds to Wade. He dishes it to Hawes. That one misses.
Yeah, good interior D there.
We need a timeout.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right.
Could have got that back to Markkanen as well for a three. I didn't see him though until we already tried to take that shot.
Healthy NBA.
I don't think so, Kevin. I mean, you can have it both ways. You can have tremendous popularity and
Defense.
success when you have a dominant team or 2 or 3.
We were up by 20, up by 14 now.
Balance. Currently,
Can go up by 16 again.
And situation where
If we
the
make
league
both.
is
I got the
top-heavy
feeling
in
on
terms
this
of
one.
championship contenders. But that
Oof.
won't last
All right,
forever.
got it.
And there
Wade
will
at
be
10
a
points, 3
graduating
rebounds,
back
and 3
to a
assists.
More competitive balance in time. So I think you enjoy the ride for
Good
what
game
it
for
is
him.
in the season and seasons that you have.
Could be
whichever
getting more
side of
points,
the coin
but
you have.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Gomez.
he's usually just a
Then for the Pacers,
inside the
Udo's
paint
checked in
scorer.
for Hawes.
And they got Capella, so
Patterson comes in for Markkanen.
it's not going to be too
and it's
easy.
Patrick Beverly in for Shumpert. Both free throws good from
All
Wade.
right, got him
Man, the
both.
confidence and flair that Wade plays with, uniquely his own. A
Let's stay on
dynamite two
Capella.
guard who is also a clutch performer.
On the wing, Lamb. The feed to Capella. Fires at the elbow. And off the front.
Oof.
And in it goes. And that's 15 points for Lamb. Here's Beverly to the right side. Patterson hits the three-point bomb.
Bang.
And the Pacers lead by 17.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees a teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Dishes to Carroll. And stolen by Barnes. It's stolen by Carroll. Here's Lamb. Offensive rebound.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Barnes can't get it to go. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Lamb passes to Barea. He feeds it to Lamb. Randolph a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Carroll kicks to Barea. But they get it back.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Wade with it. Patterson, the screen. The drive by Wade. And no good.
Damn.
Good work.
That's what I was talking about.
Capella. Barea against Beverly. Barea dishes to Randolph. It's rebounded by Udo. Udo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Barnes kicks to Udo. Back to Barnes. And Capella sends it back. Barnes against Carroll. To the paint, kicks it to Barea. From downtown, Wade with the block.
Nice.
Wade's one of the best in the history of the game as a shot blocker from the two-guard position, using his athleticism to leap up and turn shots away.
Damian Lillard's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Indiana moving it around. Here's Udo, and Capella sends it back. Now here's Lamb. Defense is right there. It's stolen by Wade. Top the key, Barnes.
Bam.
That falls. Nice.
And he's not cold anymore.
Dwayne Wade. And the Pacers lead by 17. The Magic have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Barea
Pretty much won this game already.
It's deflected. Here's Capella. And another shot. And it's Randolph.
Just got 3 blocks in a row.
Randolph's got 10 points in just the second half.
They still made it, though.
And here's Wade. Pass to Barnes. Five on the clock. It's stolen by Capella.
Oh.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Basket good.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Now here's Lillard. Barnes outside. Back to Lillard. Wade outside. Shoots over Barea. Misses off the left iron. The Magic trail by 13. Here's Lamb. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Jeremy Lamb.
Free throw drops for Lamb. Drew Holiday's checked in for the Magic. Indiana also making some changes. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Udo. Markkanen comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Damian Lillard. And Lamb drops them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking.
9 points again for Beverly.
That will certainly give
Might
them a
get more than
chance
that.
to get back into the game.
Now a timeout called by
I put in the tall players because
And
they
Orlando
keep
coach
getting those
Frank
offensive
Vogel,
rebounds.
assistant coach in advance
Just want to get a
for
hand on
about
it.
a decade before his first head job with the Pacers, did a terrific job. He helped turn the Pacers into a powerhouse.
And the Pacers made the playoffs 5 out of 6 seasons under Coach Vogel. A conference best 56 wins in 2014.
Yeah, and I was there during some of those wonderful runs. And for many, it was a surprise to see the Pacers look in a different direction. But it is the nature of the business for head coaches, and the former general manager, president with the Pacers, felt like it was just time for
Player of the game?
So Frank Vogel's in Orlando, has some talented pieces, and now it's just about trying to make those pieces fit.
I think he got 2 offensive rebounds, too. It's pretty crazy.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Randolph, man.
Get down to 11 on the bucket from Randolph.
And how about the unselfishness of Carroll? You know, he's not hunting shots, just making winning plays.
Here's Holiday. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Dang, only up by 9 now.
Makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
And Greg, I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to.
And 1.
So they're going to keep that pressure
up by
on
12.
coming at them.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
And Beverly, the kind of defender who will give opposing point guards nightmares. I mean, very physical Clark, very persistent. He can just hound someone all night and not give them any room to move.
And Kevin, you hit on it. The key to his defensive prowess is his quickness, his strength, and his tenacity. He gets up into you and dares you to try to get around him. He is the aggressor when he's on the ball defending. And because of that, he's one of the more feared on-ball defenders in the league at the point guard spot.
That one, no good.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
They get it back. Randall off target at the rim.
Nice.
Oh, great effort there. That's how
we won this game.
In the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better.
No way they're getting back in this.
Now Wade. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Pacers.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the
Markkanen is getting so much better now.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Lauri Markkanen.
Yeah, and he was relentless.
Double-double.
Energy. I mean,
not his first, I don't think. Not his last, that's for sure.
Or turned off.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
The first free throw is good.
Boy, in this day and age of how the game is played, Markkanen's skill set, hand and glove fit, superb at spacing the floor with his shooting stroke.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Mahinmi's checked in for Capella. Hernangomez comes in for Zach Randolph. O'Neal's checked in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's Tyler Ennis in for Lamb. Mahinmi a screen. Here's O'Neal. It's good. The assist that time for Menace. O'Neal's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Magic. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Beverly. There's the dish to Markkanen, and the shot goes down. And the Pacers lead by 11.
Is that a season high in points? 19?
On this game-clinching run.
Exactly. Cold-blooded. Separation solidified. Great effort.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 11. We've got 13 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
Well, Greg, this one's clearly over. This is done. But hopefully they can find some momentum to carry into the next game.
So no problem for Indiana.
All right.
The win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Record getting better again.
Now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Just have to play consistent on defense.
Kevin, thanks a lot, Dame. You guys got off to a slow offensive start, but came back and got the win. What got going?
It wasn't the prettiest game. We didn't shoot the ball well, but we just had to find ourselves. I think we did a great job of sticking with it. Some shots started to fall and we was able to pull away.
And that ball goes in the basket, everything changes, right? Thanks, Dame. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.
Head wasn't above the rim, but that was a crazy dunk, though. Quite a few players scored more than 10 for them. 5 for us. Lillard with 23. Markkanen, let's check his highlights. Lots of rebounds, lots of points. Coming off the bench. Steal. Some dunks. Nice drives as well. Good stuff from him. Wade got 13 points now again. Let's check out Beverly's highlights. What's going to happen here? Ooh. Dang, that's nice. And he's getting quick as well. Rebounds. Udo is not scoring anymore, which is kind of a bummer, but I mean, he still got 4 points, 11 rebounds, still helping us out. Got a block here, an assist, and a steal. Good stuff. He did miss a lot of shots this game, though. Same with Haas. I feel like in the beginning of the season, his jumpers were more accurate. It's going down a little bit. But he's still getting around just about more than 10 rebounds every game, about, which is good. Assists, we got Wade, Beverly, Lillard only 3, but that's fine. 23 points. Only 2 turnovers for him, 3 for Beverly. 28 minutes, 23 points. Not bad. Markkanen with 3 steals. Ooh. Wade and Barnes with 2. 3 blocks from Patterson, though. On Randolph. Again on Randolph. Made a 3. Lots of rebounds. And a block on Barea. Yo, Mickey's block, though. That was crazy. I want to see that again. Okay. Not going to show that block. Turnovers. Too many, but pretty good still. Just 1 for most players. They have a bunch of 2s and 3s in turnovers. Field goals. Markkanen. Pretty close to perfect. Nice. All around good game from the whole team. Neal got a 3. I'm very happy about that. Thomas got a 3, I think. No, that was last game. Thomas and Neal, they're doing pretty good. Let's check them out. Here's Neal. Here's Thomas. So Thomas got 2 points, 1 steal in 4 minutes. And Neal got 5 points, 2 rebounds. What? How tall is he? 6'4". Huh, he looks shorter than he is. 1 assist, 10 minutes. Pretty good. Turner, Neal, Hawes, all made 3-pointers. But I'm taking too many again. But we are making more now. Free throws almost always just about perfect. Lillard just missed 1. And Shumpert missed 1. Points responsible for Lillard, 30. Highest in the game once again. Player of the game once again. 46 field goal percentage. Could be better. 41 from the three-point line, though. That's something that I'm pretty happy about. We got outboarded. Still had some players with some decent rebounding, though. Biggest lead, 20. And we won by 11. Their biggest lead was 9. Pretty big. All right. And we got another win here. Are we at 9-9 or at 8-9 still? 9-9. Let's check out the standings real quick. All right, we moved up one in the division. Bucks have won their last 3 games. Cavs lost their last 2 games, and the Bulls won. Now the conference, and we're back in the playoff picture. It's a little too early to tell, though. Where do they have us in the power rankings? Way down. 21. That's not good. 25. 23. That's not good at all. Either way, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I thought it was a great game. A lot of nice plays. Nice three-pointers, nice dunks, blocks, everything. And see you later.